Hi, and welcome to another story presented by yours truly, Cryptids Roost. Please be so kind as to throat punch the like button, and don't forget to smack the ass of that subscribe button as well. This will help with the YouTube's algorithm and will help promote the channel more. If you would like to support this channel and help make it grow, my PayPal is paypal.me/cryptidsroost. Don't forget to check out the merch store, all links are listed below. Hope you had a fab Christmas and a happy new year everyone. So grab your coffee, sit back and enjoy the show. I Hate My New Apartment, Part 2. This fantastic series is written by Rose Black 2222, a wonderful author over on Reddit's NoSleep. Okay, so remember how in my last post I said my plan was to just stay out of my apartment until Monday? Well, things didn't exactly work out how I wanted. And by that, I mean it didn't fucking work at all. I spent most of my Sunday browsing for things to spruce up my apartment with. Since I had been able to save up more, I figured that a little splurging wouldn't hurt. What I got out of it was some pretty sweet deals on things I needed for my laptop and PC, namely a microphone and some speakers. I've had to use earbuds with built-in mics in place of a microphone in speakers, which is alright when it comes to a laptop, but a pain when it comes to a PC, mainly because most of them aren't that long, and they tend to break easily from me forgetting to pull them out, then standing up too fast. Anyway, after I made my new purchases, I went back to my friend's house to spend the night. I did have to work on Monday, so the only drawback was me having to get up early to make it to work on time. Other than the long hours, work went smoothly. When the shift of my second job ended, I got a couple of combo meals at Wendy's, then returned to my apartment. I was nervous about entering it, but when I did, I saw that nothing seemed unusual. Not even my shadow was moving like it did last time. I spent about an hour or so chatting with my friends on my laptop. The new microphone and speakers work great. I would have tested them using my PC, but my laptop boots up faster. Once my friends and I were done talking, I closed my laptop, then I brushed my teeth, took a shower and headed to bed. If I'm being honest, I was feeling pretty full of myself. After all, I had managed to cheat whatever it is causing the problems with my apartment. I was feeling pretty proud of myself, until I heard my apartment creak about an hour into me trying to fall asleep. At first I didn't pay it much attention, and it went away. The next time it started though, I opened my eyes, because it was just louder than before. Again, however, nothing seemed unusual. That is, except one thing, but I just dismissed it as my mind playing tricks on me. That is until the third creak. This time I sat upright in my bed and looked around. I put the light on to see if anything was amiss. I was going to brush it off if it wasn't for the fact I saw that my ceiling and walls were closer than they were before. Oh shit! I cried out, having finally realised what was happening. As if in response to my realisation, the walls and ceilings began closing in faster. My first instinct was to try the windows, but it wouldn't budge. Even when I tried to break it using one of my drawers, the window just fucking repaired itself. Fuck! I yelled, crouching so the ceiling couldn't hit me. I ran out of my room, then straight to my apartment's door. Like the window, however, it wouldn't budge. It wasn't long before I had to go into a crawling position. The only items I could get to were my PC and laptop. I would have used my phone to call for help, but I imagine people who call and say, "Hey, can you hurry over? My apartment's trying to crush me to death," I dismissed pretty easily. And even if I just made up some other reason to make them come, they wouldn't have been able to reach me in time. The only thing I could think of to do was to use my laptop to film the last moments. in hopes that I could leave proof what was happening to me behind. I fumbled the microphone from being so nervous, and it landed in front of the speakers. When it did, a loud high-pitched sound came from them. I covered my ears and yelled, until I noticed that the ceiling and walls had stopped moving. I moved the mic from the speakers, and they resumed moving. When I put the mic back in front of the speakers, I heard my apartment make a noise that I can only describe as groaning. I turned my speakers up, and that made the ceiling and walls start to retreat. Seeing this, I turned my speakers up to max. I heard my apartment scream until my ceiling and walls went back to their original places. I turned down my speakers, then said, "Yeah, what now, motherfucker? I got you beat. And what's more, I have proof." Nothing happened for a few moments. That is until a flash from my laptop caught my eye. I was furious to see a blue screen of death. "Bastard!" I cried out. The apartment seemed to laugh in response, mocking me. "Fuck you too, you piece of shit." I gave my apartment the finger before going outside. I waited until midnight to check it again. I came back to see my chest of drawers and monitors smashed. I had already seen my monitor get crushed by the ceiling. My PC tower is closer to the floor, so that wasn't an issue. The monitor I have isn't that expensive and can be replaced easily. What really got me though was seeing my chest of drawers all broken and splintered. It wasn't like a super expensive or anything, but the thought of having to drag it out of my apartment and then dragging a new one up all these stairs filled me with dread. I've already done it not even a week ago, and now I am looking forward to doing and I am not looking forward to doing it again. Despite what happened to me, I do have some good news. For one, I'll be promoted really soon. I just need a little more training. This means I won't have to immediately go from one job to the next anymore. The other good thing is that I heard Tom will be coming by tomorrow to check up on things, and I'm going to confront him about what has been happening. I might not get to update you guys right away, since I'll be busy, but I'll post again when I get a chance. See ya. Short update. I'm going to need some help from you guys. Tom came by earlier this morning, and our exchange went something like this. "Can I help you, Ethan?" he asked. "Yeah, I'd like to get my deposit money back so I can move out." "What? Why?" he asked with a look of feigned confusion that irritated me. "You know exactly why, all the weird shit that happens here." "Oh, that. Well, as much as we'd love to give you your money back, your lease won't expire for 2 years, so tough break there, buddy." "Are you fucking kidding me? This place is a living death trap. How the hell have you guys not been sued yet?" I growled. "I'll answer your question with another question. How many other tenants have you seen here?" I thought for a moment. "I don't know. I've seen at least 20 running around, not including me." "Only 20 of them in this entire apartment? What? That is weird. So what happened to the rest of them?" "See, Ethan, when this apartment consumes you, it isn't just your body, but everything about you and traces of you vanish from existence. Even records and things of that nature. This is how we get to stay in business. This apartment is like a rotating door. Some poor saps forks out their money, get killed, and we reap the benefits without any repercussions." "You fucking weasels," he shrugged. "Weasels or not, we are making money. Oh, and if you get any bright ideas about recording anything, don't waste your breath. For example, your phone," he said, pointing to my pocket. "How did you know?" "Please, You think you're the first person to try this on me? Why don't you check what you've recorded so far? I did so, and heard nothing. Just like when I tried recording with my laptop. How did you do that? I didn't. The apartment did. I thought it was. Asleep? Nah, this place is always awake. It's just that events happen at different times. By now, you've probably realised that each event happens a month apart, and that this place gets really angry if you skip out on it. How are you still alive then? I figured that should be obvious. I provide it with food. And what of the owner of this place? I don't have to answer all your questions. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? Yeah, you can go fuck yourself and warn the next tenants that there's some fucking 1408 shit going on in here. Well, since it's the whole apartment, it'd be more like The Shining. Oh yeah, that makes me feel so much better. Just get out of here before I break your nose. He smirked, then said, If you think the assault charge will be worth it, be my guest. I cut him off with a hard punch to his nose. Blood gushed from it as he fell unconscious to the floor. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I was just so angry. Now I'll have to go to the court soon. I've tried looking up how to get out of my lease, but since there isn't anything noticeable noticeably wrong with my apartment, I'm stuck with it. And I doubt supernatural phenomenons as a reason would be taken seriously by a court. I can just move out, but I'm pretty sure I'd still have to pay rent. Something I can't afford to do, especially when the charges pressed against me by Tom. If any of you do have advice for me on how I can get out of my lease and get my deposit money back, I'd appreciate it. Wow, that was an epic first episode. If you enjoyed listening to this installment, be sure to pop over to the author's Reddit profile, RoseBlack2222, and drop them a line and tell them what you think of their story. The link to their Reddit profile will be below in the description. Be sure to also check out their Patreon for even more stories. The link to their Patreon will also be below. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed my narration, then please feel free to like and share the video, leave a comment below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and tap that notification bell and then select all. That way you'll receive all notifications each time I upload a new video. Have you had any cryptic sightings, paranormal or supernatural encounters, or even had a creepy or terrifying situation you would like to share? Have you written a CreepyPasta story you would like me to narrate? You can submit all your stories to cryptidsroost@gmail.com. If you wish to remain anonymous, that's not a problem. I will honour your wishes. Now I also have a new Facebook group, Twitter, Reddit and Discord. Again, all my relevant links will be below. If you would like to support this channel and help make it grow, my PayPal is paypal.me/cryptidsroost. Again, that'll also be listed below. And don't forget, where fear is, happiness is not.